EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The playoffs have arrived. It is the start of Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go here on this Saturday. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
Here we go. 18 right. Mustang 19.
They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
70 range. Ready. 19, Pioneer.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's third and 7. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play for the Jets. It's a gain of 34. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On the ground, this is Wright, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down.
Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Jair Brown on the tackle. Here comes third and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds.
Got it. Ready?
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Wright. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They try again. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be pulled in by Wright.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New York. Point after. Coming up here. He's got it. And the Jets will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this out to his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's got it. First down, a pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Oh, a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
17 yards on that play. First down, Broncos. They'll stick with him again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A carry here for Wright. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Ready? 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up third and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Third down, 3 to go. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go, set.
He's got that complete to Knox. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Jets 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
Ready? Let's go now.
Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here now, second down and goal.
70! 40, 70! Come 19! Come 19! Hup.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. Up the middle they go. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Right back to him on first down. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
70 Lions. Go. Rocco switch. Rocco switch.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get them back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He runs with it. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
He'll go right and find his running back into space at the 45. A gain there of 15. And the Jets have a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run it. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
3rd and a yard.
60 Eagles. 60.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards brings up 3rd down and 14.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Important punt here in this tie game late. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Okay, break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
On the give, it's right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Ready.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
79 Broncos. Ready.
He throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. This is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Here's a run going left. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go now.
The drive will start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7.
70 range, 70. 18, Pioneer. Warrior 70. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
The ability to sustain possession and continue to get new sets of down just allows more and more opportunities for those eventual chunk plays, and that's what every offense in the league is looking for. But the more first downs, the more snaps, the more opportunities.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. On the ground, this is right. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. They'll run with right. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, New York. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. The big fella, Quinnen Williams, forcing his way in for the sack. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Back to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. They'll stick to the ground. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the tight end, Lawrence Cager. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos go up by 7, 28-21. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here we go. 19 tight.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down.
60.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here comes second down.
79 Bronco. Set. Stop below 18. Set, go.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
18 rapid. 18 rapid. Mustang 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll look deep for Pittman. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
So here it is, 4th down and 10.
Pioneer. Here we go. Set. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it is a win.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em